Move over, kids. It's time for your nightly news. Lots of huge news today. I'm talking huge news on a day where the Luigi Mansion release date would probably be the top headliner. Nope, that was circumvented by the Nintendo Switch itself. The Nintendo Switch Lite was announced last week, and everybody was like, oh my gosh, a Nintendo Switch Lite. Well, today, the original Switch is getting an update, and everybody's like, oh my gosh, the original Switch is getting an update. And it's a big update. It's hardware update. Now, it's not going to replace, it is not going to replace the original Switch. The original Switch and this Switch, they're saying that it's the exact same with one major exception, and that is battery life. We are going from a 2 to 6.5 hour battery life to a 4.5 hour battery life to 9 hour battery life on the Switch proper. That's even more than the Lite. The Nintendo Switch Lite has a battery life of 3 hours to 7 hours, and I say it's a new Switch, but it's not. It's really a new old Switch, and they're not even going to call it the new Nintendo Switch. They're just calling it the Nintendo Switch. Now, I did cover this very extensively in my news update today, so I'll leave some links. Breaking news, it was huge this morning, and it's still huge right now. That's what everybody's talking about, the new battery life. But again, that's all that has been updated. It is not the Switch Pro, and I want to read the comment of the day a little early today because this person really summed it up very nicely. I'm just going to read what they had to say. That comment guy, Chris, said this: all consoles go through this process as their life cycle moves along. Best examples I can think of, top of my head, are the original PlayStation. Looks like the same, but they made several models. And then the GBA Game Boy Advance SP101 model. Honestly, the consumer never knows things change for the most part unless cosmetically the system changes like the PS4 Pro and Xbox One. But as the processors and small internal components get cheaper, it only makes sense for the manufacturers to go that route, as the new wave of systems are almost sold at a loss for the manufacturer. Difference made up with software sales. And I think Chris, the comic book guy, is absolutely 100% hits that nail right on the head with that statement. Pretty much the Integra, the chip that runs the Nintendo Switch, well, for the Switch Lite, they got themselves a really sweet deal now, and they were able to just say, you know what, let's take that processor, that chip that's going in our Lite, and put it in our original Switch as well. And now all original Switch moving forward, they get the luxury, better battery life. So it was just kind of like more so a lucky, happy coincidence that Nintendo is able to not only lower the cost of the Nintendo Switch Lite on the production side of things, thus making more money, more profit for them, and more money in their pockets to produce more video games, they are also allowing the consumer to get a better battery life. So it's win-win. Now, I know some people like Riley, they had the complaint, and not really a complaint, but it's legit. I can see why they would think something like this. But it just kind of feels, I don't know, there's like a sour taste in your mouth when you feel you have the inferior product. And it's not really an inferior product, but it still is at the same time. Because you're going to still get to play all of the old Switch games, all of the new Switch games. Nothing changes. The Lite, the old original Switch, and the new original Switch all have the same capabilities, and yet it's still like, dang it, I bought that first model and now mine doesn't have the good battery life. And unfortunately, it is what it is. But overall, I think this is a great thing for Nintendo as they get to lessen the cost of the production, and great for the consumers as new people who jump on can see what truly a workhorse this Nintendo Switch system is. Speaking of my boy Riley, he sent me a tip today that Luigi's Mansion release date has dropped. That's right, it is coming out on Halloween, actual Halloween, October 31st. We are getting Luigi's Mansion 3. Now, I am really surprised. I thought we were going to get Luigi's Mansion in the top of October. That way you had a whole month of people just really soaking in the spooky vibe of Luigi's Mansion. However, I do appreciate Nintendo going to these lengths to really try to elevate Luigi's Mansion franchise because they picked a day that was specifically targeted towards that type of genre that Luigi's Mansion is. I mean, I know it's like kiddie horror, but it's still, hey, you know what? Luigi's Mansion, what other day could it have been released on? We can't release it on Thanksgiving, so let's release it on Halloween Day itself. That's a Wednesday, which departs from Nintendo's usual Friday drops, but whatever, it's still cool. Luigi's Mansion getting its official announcement today. And in other news, Splatfest, the last Splatfest. This weekend is the last Splatfest for Splatoon number 2. I know, you might not have been in Splatoon for a while. You might want to jump in this weekend. It's a 72-hour Splatfest where it pits order versus chaos, and we will see who will be victorious. Now, here's the funny thing that I thought was just kind of a little mind-blowing, actually. The creative minds behind Splatoon, they haven't even considered Splatoon 3 yet. Now, I'm sure we're getting Splatoon 3, but they said that they didn't even really start planning Splatoon 2 until Splatoon 1 was done. And so now that Splatoon 2 is done, they said the same thing, really. Like, we didn't really consider anything about Splatoon 3. We haven't done any planning. So now that Splatoon 2 is officially done after this weekend, after 2 years of Splatfest, there are no more, the producers have started to be like, I guess we need to start thinking of Splatoon number 3. And that's kind of cool, though, that we're going to get a Splatoon number 3 on this Nintendo Switch life cycle. It's not like other shooters where you get the same thing every year. And I would assume we could maybe 2-3 years down the road have Splatoon number 3. Tetris 99 is getting a physical release. I don't know how I feel about this. I love playing Tetris. Tetris is my game. I even bought the $10 downloadable content, and I kind of wish I had it. I wish I would have just waited for the cartridge to come out because, you know, us old school nerds, we love our physical carts as opposed to our downloadable content. But I'm happy. I'm not going to complain. It's coming physical. It will be out later this year, and everybody, if you're a Tetris fan, Tetris 99 put a whole new spin on the franchise, and it was a great spin-a-rooney right there. So Tetris 99 coming, and it actually comes with free 1 year subscription. Well, not free, I mean, you have to buy the cartridge, and then it comes with a 1 year subscription. Not a family plan, just a single plan, but it's still, hey, you know what? That's a free 1 year subscription if you're going to be picking up Tetris 99 anyways. I mean, in reality, there's no other Tetris game to get other than maybe the Tetris Effect. Tetris is such a sweet game. I love Tetris. Oh my gosh. But meme of the day. I didn't really have a meme of the day today because I've been busy with work and the dropping news, so I thought I would just showcase one of my Zelda items with you. Look at this dumb Zelda item. It's a fanny pack. It has short pudgy Link and Mario, who's always short and pudgy, but I'll tell you what, could you imagine if these two really duked it out? I mean, I'm not talking about in the Smash world. If somehow, some way, we really had a storyline behind it, who would win? Let me know in the comments below, who would win if Mario or Link fought each other? And I'm talking Breath of the Wild Link and Mario Odyssey Mario. Who would win in a fight? A straight up knockdown, drag out, not Smash Brothers fight. But anyways, back to this. This is a fanny pack. It's from the 80s. It's just a god-awful, horrible eyesore, and I love it. I love ugly Zelda items. It's on the card. The cardboard is really, like, it's not in good condition, but the fact of the matter, this item is definitely uncommon, and to find it on its cardboard makes it rare, so I just love this thing to pieces, literal pieces. I would hug it if I thought it wouldn't fall to pieces. But guys, it's dangerous to go alone. Please share this video, this channel with a friend. Let people know. I'm trying to get you guys the news every single night, to just tell one of your buddies to subscribe to this channel. I'm going to do this no matter what because I'm not in it for the subscribers, but just like the new old Switch, it would be a nice bonus if I could see some kind of, I don't know, rewards or growth in the channel. It'd be nice, but no matter what, I'm gonna do the news every single night at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. Guys, again, dangerous to go alone. Please share this channel with a friend and have yourselves a great evening.